All right, welcome to Ogden, Utah. We're in my dressing room here again, and can you see my sign? You welcome to Utah. See it back there? You can't really see the welcome, but that's it. And that's my wardrobe case, and this is my dinner. What's left of it? Yeah, and this is my soup. Soup. It's good soup. And I had my peas. It's in case Mom watches this. I did have my peas, and I had this, and I shouldn't have this, but see, I just had very little bit of, okay? Um, so I'm getting ready. I'm running late again, so I got to go really fast. I'm learning my songs. Here's my songs for tonight. Let's see, tonight we have these are not my songs for like regular songs, but the request songs. Up on the Mountain, Heart's Cry. I have not done that one on the tour yet. Hiding Place. And His Strength is Perfect. So I'm really loving doing that part. It's been very fun just to remember and revisit the songs and the messages of those songs and just the reminders of what God has taught me all along this journey. Speaking of that, because these are video blogs, and most of them have just been really goofy. So I'm decided I'm gonna start acting more mature in my age. So, yes, I'm wearing my glasses. No, actually, what I was going to do is I was going to shave, but I'm going to do that after I finish talking to you. But I read something today in Scripture, and Will Franklin, my son, just walked in. So, Will, you want to come say hi to everybody? Oh, yeah. Go. Are you looking for a shower? No. Will's looking for a shower, and he needs to take a shower. So, everyone tell Will to please take a shower.
Who is that?
Take a shower, Will. I'm talking to my blog people, my friends in my blog. This is Will. Say hi, Will.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey.
You look up there. That's the camera. This is you, and then
What's up? Hey.
That's the people. That's our friends.
Hey, we hit the slopes of U-Haul today.
U-Haul. Yeah, he went to get a U-Haul today.
Hit the slopes of Utah.
They did a little skiing today, which was very fun for them. Of course, Dad was working. All right, go get a shower.
All right, I'm getting a shower.
Please. Are you looking for a shower?
Much love, Utah.
All right. What I was going to tell you before I was so rudely interrupted by my son is that I read today, and I wanted to just share this as encouragement. Actually, I'm going to share it tonight in our devotion time with the band. But in Matthew 14, 22 through 32, the story of Jesus walking on the water. And remember, he sends his disciples, or if you know the story, you'll remember, that he sends his disciples. Now my other son, Caleb, is in. Wait, that's why that says private dressing room. The disciples, Jesus sends them on ahead, and then he waits. He goes to pray. And the disciples get in the middle of the water, and the waves begin in the storm. And then Jesus comes walking to them on the water, and of course Peter sees, and they freak out. They think it's a ghost. And then Peter sees and realizes it's Jesus and says, Jesus, command me to come to you. And Peter, always the wild man, wanting to be where Jesus is and just throwing caution to the wind, gets in the water, of course, sees the waves once he starts walking, and freaks out and starts to sink because he takes his eyes off of Jesus and puts his eyes on the waves and on his surroundings and the trouble. Huge lesson for us in that. But then when Jesus takes Peter back to the boat and they get in the boat, and remember, when he gets in the boat, the waves stop and the wind stops blowing and everything gets calm. And in that moment, the disciples realize, wait a minute, he even has the power. He commands the waves. He walks on water. He by his very presence can stop the wind, stop the waves. This is God. And after having experienced the trouble and almost at that point thinking, is this it? We're going to die. We're going to die. And then Jesus comes and calms the waves and the water. Then they worship him. And the scripture says they worship him. And they say, truly, this is the Son of God. And I just was thinking of that. I would love to get rid of all of the trouble and all the waves and all the pain in my life. And I bet you would too. I know you would. at some level. But what an amazing truth to remind us that without those experiences of the storms and the waves, we would not really know what it is to worship God and to see God's power revealed unless we walk through those times. So just an encouragement that I wanted to pass on to you, and hope you're doing great. Great to talk with you. God bless you. We'll see you. I'll talk to you again soon. And